Hey guys, good evening. I hope all of you are having a very wonderful day. This is me, Siva Prasad, bringing you yet another short video on science and technology current affairs. So, if you're targeting the UPSC Civil Services Prelims Examination 2021, so you need to be thorough with the last 2 years of current affairs in the field of science and technology, and that is what we are trying to precisely cover in all these short videos. Alright. Before starting with today's topic, I would like to tell you about a new initiative at Unacademy. As you know, we at Unacademy are always trying to make learning fun and meaningful and exclusive for you. So, as you know, only 6 months are remaining if you're preparing for the Civil Services Examination 2021. Alright? So, it is time for you to stand out from the crowd. If you see, close to 10 lakh people are registering themselves for the UPSC Civil Services Examination every year. Out of that, somewhere around 4 lakh, 4.5 lakh students who end up appearing in the prelims examination on the D-Day, that is close to 45% of the total people who have registered for the examination. From amongst here, only 13,000, that is around 1.3% of the total number of people who appeared in the, who sort of registered for the examination, they make it for the mains. Then following that, you see only 0.2%, that is 2,000 students, get to make it to the interview stage. And finally, only 900 students get to see their names appear in the final rank list that is prepared by the UPSC. This is close to 0.09%. So you can see the chances of success are very, 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 very less. Alright, the odds are all against you in this particular examination. Trust me, UPSC exam, CSE exam is not a tough exam. And it's a very, very competitive examination, and you have evidence for the same. Alright. As you know, UPSC Civil Service Examination, you have to cover a vast amount of syllabus. You have a very limited amount of time. You have to cover 20 plus subjects: history, geography, and science and technology, society, your security, etc., etc. So many subjects have to be covered. 100 plus books are available. 30 plus resources to NCRTs themselves make up. Right? There are other so many recommended resources. So over and above that, a lot of coaching institutes are dumping so much material into the markets, and then toppers are recommending different kinds of books. There are a total of 11 examinations you are expected to prepare for. You only have a limited amount of time. Alright, as I told you, 6 months if you're already targeting the Civil Services Examination of 2020. Right? So we have this, let's crack it. Let's crack UPSC Civil Services Examination 2021 with this new Champions batch. This is going to be a 6 months GS batch course. It is meant for students who are preparing for the UPSC Civil Services Examination Prelims of 2021. This is going to be bilingual. That means the classes are going to be conducted both in English and in Hindi. It has started from 15th of December onwards. So you will see here the target is to complete the entire GS syllabus for the prelims examination, where the package automatically includes the prelims test series. You will be having live classes, which is worth of 500 hours worth of live classes. Free PDF study material will be made available to you as a part of this initiative. There will be a structured schedule timetable that the educators will be sticking to, which means automatically your syllabus for the prelims examination also gets covered. Then we have dedicated doubt clearing sessions where whatever doubts etc. you have can be cleared. And remember, all these classes are conducted by some of India's topmost educators in the country. Alright. So whatever your target is, be it 2021 or 2022 or 2023, we have packages that are made available for you, taking into consideration the demands of the examination and your own necessities. Alright, these are all complete packages. It includes everything: prelims test series, analysis, full syllabus coverage, doubt clearing sessions, interview preparations. Everything is a part of the package. Alright, so you can see these are some of India's top educators. I have noted them down, and many more of them are teaching on Unacademy Plus live for you guys. Alright, so what exactly is this Unacademy Plus? So you will get access to free live classes that are conducted by some of the top educators on Unacademy. It automatically includes a test series. You get unlimited amount of practice as a part of this through quizzes and tests, etc. There is a structured schedule that the educators follow to complete the syllabus in a comprehensive and a timely manner. Alright, so along with that, there's this one more initiative in Unacademy which we call as Iconic Subscription. Here you get all the benefits and the benefits of Plus. Over and above that, you get a personal coach. You get a mentor. This person is a person who has experience in the field of UPSC Civil Services Examination preparation. On a one-to-one session, you can schedule with this person. You would be able to sort of come up with a study planner, your own strategy for studying, etc. You will get expert guidelines, and also mains test series are included as a part of this Iconic subscription. Alright, so in case you're planning to go either for Plus or Iconic subscription, I would highly encourage you to use my particular code, that is AKMSIVA. This will give you a flat 10% off on your Unacademy subscription. Alright, okay. Along the same lines, since we were discussing current affairs, let me take up the next news item that was in the news. This is Curcumin. What exactly this is? Basically a Thiruvananthapuram based institute. This is called a Sri Chitra Tirunal Institute of Medical Sciences. It has recently earned a US patent. Alright, this will not usually be asked in the main prelims examination. Right. So you just have to remember the concept. So recently this institute got a US patent for introducing a method to treat cancer by using curcumin, which is basically a compound that is found in turmeric. Alright, turmeric, neem, tulsi, etc. These are all plants that are known for their medicinal properties, right? Since time immemorial, since ancient times, you see, people have known how to cure important diseases using these plants that we know, okay, since our ancient knowledge. And turmeric is one that is known for its medicinal properties. So turmeric contains a small compound which is called as curcumin. Alright, this curcumin is capable of being used for treating various cancers. Alright, that is the reason it was in the news. We got a US patent for this. That's the reason it was in the news. Alright, I hope you know what's the cancer. Cancer is basically uncontrolled proliferation of cells. That means usually what happens is cells are born, cells die. This is a very uniform process. 50 cells are born, 50 cells die. Sometimes what happens is instead of 50 cells being born, 100 cells are born and only 50 cells die. Or when 50 cells are being born, only 10 cells are dying instead of 50 cells dying. In all these cases, there are these excess amount of cells that are present. These tumor cells, these are the cancerous cells that we are trying to fight against with respect to cure for cancer. So this curcumin has been established to have some properties. Alright, the treatment involves extracting a molecule from turmeric and directly delivering it to these affected cells. Alright, all the tumor cells you are directly delivering this compound. That is basically a part of the treatment. This research is funded by ICMR. Alright, since ICMR is in the news, let me take a couple of minutes and talk about this ICMR. Alright, this is an apex body. In India, it is responsible for formulation, coordination and promotion of biomedical research. Alright, policies related to biomedical research, these are evolved by ICMR. This will ensure coordination and it will promote by facilitating funding, etc. so that research in the field of medicine is taking place in the country. Alright, you will be very surprised to know that ICMR is one of the oldest medical research bodies in the world. It was established as early as in 1911. Alright, the Govt of India set up this ICMR, set it up it as Indian Research Fund Association 1911. That means during the British Raj, British era itself, this particular institution was set up as IFRA. Alright, that is Indian Research Fund Association. And the specific objective was to sponsor and coordinate medical research in the country. In 1949, it was redesignated as ICMR. Right after independence, in 1949 only, it is being reclassified as ICMR. Till then, it existed as IRFA, that is Indian Research Fund Association. This is an autonomous body. It was fully funded by, it is currently fully funded by Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. Alright. Along the same lines, let me take up other news items. Right. This is related to Project NETRA. There are 3 Project NETRAs, so try not to get confused between all of them. Right. This Project NETRA is an observational facility initiated by ISRO. Okay. In the previous lesson also we saw that so many space assets, valuable space assets are there. For example, we have communication satellites, we have remote sensing satellites, etc. They are orbiting around the Earth. Right. So you see that these satellites that are orbiting around the Earth, they are facing a lot of threat from these debris. Okay. These debris could basically be asteroids, small asteroids. Right. Asteroids, as I told you, these are basically metals and rocks that have failed to aggregate and form together as planets. Okay. Asteroids are there. Then other than that, you have other satellites, inactive satellites. You have inactive satellites. Then you have satellites that might have broken down their own debris. So these are all basically roaming around. These are all threat to various Indian satellites, various Indian space assets that we have. Alright, so we have to ensure that we are aware about all these threats. Right? We are aware about where all our satellites are and what kind of threat each satellite is being posed by these debris, etc. So that's what we would like to develop, something called as space situational awareness. We would like to be aware about the situation that each of the particular satellite is in, what kind of threats is it undergoing from the asteroids, etc. So it will provide India with space situational awareness. It also goes so far as to serve as an unstated warning against missiles or space attack for the country. Alright, matlab this is obviously advantageous. We are protecting ourselves, we are aware about the debris, etc., threat from the debris. Other than this project, by monitoring, we will also be able to protect ourselves from other kind of unstated threats and warnings. We'll be able to develop an early warning mechanism if we are facing any threats from missiles, etc. And recently, if you see, we came up with something called as Missile Shakti, where we tested an ASAT. ASAT means anti-satellite weapon. An anti-satellite missile was launched, was tested by us. And an anti-satellite missile means it is basically a missile that can be fired. This missile can take down a satellite, right? So if some other country which has developed ASAT is targeting our satellites, we would be able to have an early warning because of Project NETRA. Alright, that's what, as I told you, we have something called as space situational awareness. Alright, the aim is to make the facilities powerful enough to track even the smallest of the particle of 10 centimeter diameter up to a range of 3400 kilometers. Right, we would like to develop this project in such a powerful manner that even an item, a debris that is just 10 centimeter in diameter, okay, that means like this much big object should also be captured. Okay, that's what they are trying to say, should also be captured through this project NETRA. Alright, so under NETRA, this is basically Network for Space Object Tracking Analysis. I'm sorry, I should have told you this early. This NETRA stands for Network for Space Object Tracking and Analysis. ISRO plans to put up many observational facilities like connected radars, telescopes, data processing units, control center, etc. So all this are going to be set up as a part of this initiative on Project NETRA. Alright, the idea is to develop something called as space situational awareness. Alright, you are having sort of developing an early warning mechanism against any kind of threats from the debris or any other hazards to the Indian satellites. Alright, automatically you are also getting warned against missiles and other space attack for the country. This is Project NETRA of ISRO. There's another Project NETRA, okay, which is by DRDO. As I told you, DRDO too has a Project NETRA. Alright, this NETRA stands for Network Traffic Analysis. This is basically a software network. It was developed by India's Center for Artificial Intelligence and Robotics, DRDO. So this Project NETRA is meant to be used for by the intelligence agencies like Intelligence Bureau and Research and Analysis. Okay, that is RAW. So these are going to use it for intercepting and analyzing internet traffic using predefined filters. Okay, or whatever is going on in the internet. There's a lot of traffic, right? I'm writing so many things, I'm typing messages to my friends, like this billions of people in the country, they're also doing it. So this traffic is going to be searched using predefined filters. Imagine somebody is using these words like attack, bomb, blast, kill, etc. So automatically you see these are all things that this particular system is going to be looking out for. This particular software will be looking out for use of such terminologies, okay, over Skype, Google Talk, etc. So such messages will be intercepted and further actions would be taken. Alright, this is a method for gathering intelligence which is being used by our intelligence agencies. Alright, this is Project NETRA. This is by DRDO. Then we have one more NETRA, which is again another indigenously developed system by DRDO. Alright, these are so there are also these airborne early warning and control aircraft. Okay, these are basically small aircrafts. These are airborne, matlab they are flying. These are capable of providing you early warning. Early warning, that means let's say there is a threat that our air base or some other territory is facing from missiles, aircrafts, etc. So we would be getting early warnings about it. Alright, that is what this NETRA is all about. This played a stellar role during the Balakot airstrikes also that had been carried out by the Indian Air Force in February of 2020. Okay, there also we used this NETRA, had a great role to play. This NETRA, it consists of active electronically scanned radar, secondary surveillance radar, electronic and communication countermeasures, line of sight, etc. Basically, these are all methods to detect, right? So automatically, this kind of system will be used for carrying out surveillance. Surveillance means you are keeping a constant vigil, constant monitoring, whether there is any enemy missile coming in, any aircraft coming in. Alright, you will be able to carry out surveillance. Okay, you are basically monitoring a specific area. You would be able to track what are the intruders who are coming into your area, where are they going, all this can be tracked. You would be able to identify whether that incoming object, is it an aircraft, is it a missile, etc. You will be able to classify. Okay, that's what. This is useful for detecting incoming ballistic missile threats as well. If that means if some other country is firing ballistic threats at you, ballistic missiles at you, so this can also be detected by our early warning system, that is the NETRA. Alright. So I'll stop here for now. There are various other slides that I would like to do. As I told you, 3D small videos I'm trying to capture some items in the news. Okay, I don't want to overload you with a lot of information by creating a very big video. Alright, so I'll stop here for now. Before ending, as I told you, I also teach live on Unacademy Plus. You can go for civil services examination UPSC CSE subscription with Unacademy Plus. You will have access to live classes, test series, etc. Alright, I told you about iconic subscription also, where you are getting assigned a personal coach who's an experienced person in the field of civil services examination preparation on a closed term, on a one-to-one basis. This personal coach will be able to mentor you throughout this process. You can have one-to-one sessions, discuss your study strategy, etc. Alright, this iconic subscription also includes the mains test series. Alright, if you're going for any kind of subscription, I would highly encourage you to use my referral code, that is AKMSIVA. You will get a massive discount of 10%. So make sure you're using my code. I hope to see you guys in my live classes as well. So thank you so much. I'll see you guys in the next lesson that will be uploaded same time tomorrow. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Bye bye.